Hope you're crushing it this week, this year. Caleb from Patient Quality here. Wanted to go through 3 ways to get easy reviews. There was a lot of chat in this group this week about essentially like, how do you get online reviews? Like, what do you do about the negative ones, the positive ones? Like essentially how you do that. I figured just jumping on here and kind of going through a video walkthrough would be the best way to share some free value. So thank you for tuning in. I am going to share my screen here in a second. Number 1 easiest way to really get reviews is automate them. It sounds really easy. It sounds really difficult at times. Some people not tech savvy, like automate, I don't know what that means. Like, I don't know how to do that. Is that software? Is that coding? The easiest way to do it is just really automate it. Essentially, after you close a deal, may it be a consultation or a Botox or a filler or a PDO or whatever service you provide, essentially automating them a text message and an email immediately. I recommend usually within like 10 minutes of essentially they walk out your door. That is the best time to get them to write a review. Essentially the best time to do it. Multiple reasons. They just walked out, they had a great experience. Obviously, if they don't have a great experience, probably wouldn't ask them to do a review. That's neither here nor there, but really just automating it. So for example, if you have a software or a dashboard or a sales system, we have it built into our software with all of our clients, Patient Quality. But essentially, if you drag them over to a certain point, then it'll fire off a text message, an email. You can do some cool automations to say, if they don't review, follow up a day after. And another key point here is for your front desk staff, it might be you might have employees at this point. Either way is prepping them to show them like, hey, we're going to send you a text message. It would mean the world to us if you would take 30 seconds and write us a review, or just give us 5 stars if you had a great experience. Doing that on every patient, you are going to see a huge increase of online reviews almost immediately. Not only doing the automation, but telling the patient what you are going to do. That way, they have it in their mind as they're walking out the door. They get a text message immediately like, oh, actually, Jane said she was going to text me a review. Maybe they sit in their car before they pull off and then write it right there. That would be best case scenario. So that's the best time to do it, immediately after they have a great experience, which I'm sure they do if you are watching any of our content. So that is number 1. Once again, 2 softwares there. Our software does it. You can set it up automatically to automatically fire that text and email. Zapier is another one that we utilize a lot in multiple aspects of the business. Zapier.com. You can automate a lot of, it's like the glue to multiple softwares. Number 2, essentially, if you don't want to automate it immediately after, you can do essentially a text message email blast. This is going to be less effective because they didn't just come in, they didn't have a treatment, they didn't just have that great experience with you. Still very effective, but not as effective long-term. So this is essentially, let's say right now you're like, oh crap, like I had 100 clients that I've done the past month. Like I never asked them, I didn't have a review set up. So for those past 100, maybe you want to just send out an email or a text message. Usually text messages get a higher open rate just because most people are near their phone, not looking at their email all the time. So typically a text message is most people are going to see those. They're going to open it and just have an easy link to click, and then that'll go directly to your review page, which I'll show you here in a second what that actually looks like. So having just an email text message blast for your recent customers. So if somebody came and saw you 6 months ago and they haven't talked to you since, probably wouldn't do those, but maybe somebody within the past 30 days, maybe a couple weeks, just essentially a blast to say, hey, thank you for taking the time to meet with us. This is blah, blah, blah from XYZ Med Spa. It would mean the world to me if you wrote us a good review. Just asking. I mean, it's really that simple. You can also do some giveaways. Every state is a little bit different with what kind of giveaways, what you can offer incentive-wise. Some states make it illegal. Some don't really care. Check your state laws. But a giveaway, maybe a free syringe, maybe 10 units, like maybe a couple threads. Like everybody's a little bit different, but you can do a giveaway. You can also do like a gift card or like an enter to win raffle type deal for a free iPad or something. Have done that before. Those are multiple ways to kind of do number 2, which is like the email blast. blast, for when I call it text message blast. Number 3, this one is very unique. I've actually never heard anybody do this, but I think it would be super effective. So essentially, you have the consultation, and then let's say you go through the consultation, it sounds great. They're like, yep, I want to proceed. Then let's say you go get your product, or you go prep for whatever. In that time, before you're walking out the door, ask them like, hey, great, I'm excited to help you out here. Would you mind giving us a good review? Did you learn something from this consultation? Was this value add for you? Would you mind giving us a review real quick while I go get your product? An easy way to do that is just have a little stand with a QR code. They can just literally pull out their phone, scan the QR code, it'll go directly to your Google listing or Facebook listing to write a review. And I'll show you how to do that here in a second. In between that stage where they're sitting in your chair, they're really excited about what they're about to get. And then from there, really using that opportunity to really just get a great rapport there, because you've already built a rapport at this point. You've already, sold the product. Maybe you've upsold them or cross-sold them on different things, but that is a great way to do it. Like I've seen little QR codes just sitting there on the treatment table, or maybe close by, that you can just hand it to them as you're walking out. That would be really slick and smooth. Number 4, there's free ways to do QR codes. Now, everybody with COVID and whatnot, QR codes are a very, very common thing. Use them to your advantage. QR codes are very easy to do. Let me just make sure. A couple of different things. So a free, easy way, you can pay for it, but if you're anything like me, you're pretty cheap. But you can get them from free. All right, so multiple ways that we can do this. Google offers free QR codes. It's pretty easy. So like, for example, if you want to send them to your website, I would probably say if you're wanting to get better reviews, send them directly to your Google My Business page or your Facebook page, where they can just literally click 2 buttons and do a review. If you want to send them to like your website, maybe you have these in the waiting room of your practice. You can literally just go to, so let's say patientkoala.com is the website. This talks about your service. Like for us, we're running 20 appointments right now, guaranteed for every service that we offer. But what you can do on Google Chrome is hit this little share this page right here, and then you can actually do the QR code, and then it'll auto-populate the website that you're on. And you can just literally hit download, print them off, laminate them, do whatever you want. And then so that is your exact QR code. And you can literally just do whatever you want with the marketing material from there. And you could do janesmithmedspa.com, and then you can see it changing. You could, do whatever you want there. That is a free and easy way to do it. Another way to do it is if you go over to your Google My Business page, business.google.com. Once again, business.google.com. This is for Google reviews. It's called a business profile manager now, not Google My Business anymore. They just transitioned it. Or you can do like your Facebook reviews as well. There should be a link that you can do. But anyways, you can click request reviews, and then boom, this actually has a shortened link. It's very, very easy. You just literally copy the link, and then you go back to whatever website, and then you just literally paste this right here. And let's make sure this works, because I did not test it before. Boom, directly to the 5-star review. So literally they can hit 1 button, 2 buttons, and give you a review. 2 clicks. Okay, sorry, 3. They have to open up their camera. That would be 3. But realistically, this is a slam dunk opportunity for everybody here. It's very easy to get reviews. It's even easier to just automate them. And then once you get the momentum building, you don't really need many reviews to get, people in your practice. Just as long as you're, I'd say more than 10, that would be a win. So recap, automate after you close the deal, after you provide a treatment, you have a great experience, you move them into, a particular column. For example, in our software, it'll automatically fire off a text message. You can do it immediately. I would probably recommend immediately. Telling them on the way out, hey, you're going to get a text message here in 30 seconds with a review link. It would mean the world to us for you to give us a good review. Number 2, email blast, text message blast. So just message, your database, let's say the last 30 days of all the patients you've seen. You could do some type of creative giveaway, but literally just asking for the sale, if you will. Number 3, offer some type of discount. Check your local listings. So Alex said, could have them enter to win a $50 gift card, but give them $50 off their next syringe if they leave a review. Win-win. So that is, Alec, thanks for watching. Alec handles all of our clients. $50 off their next syringe. So what does that do? It repeat business. So that incentivizes people to come back, AKA spend more money with you. And if you know the lifetime value or the lifetime value of a client, you know that every single appointment is more money. You get to help them, you get to build more rapport, and then you get to build that lifetime patient. And then, so you get a review, they get a discount. It's a win-win for everybody. So those are really the 4 things. Use the QR codes. It's cool. It's hip now. You'll get some brownie points from the young folks. But other than that, thank you for watching. Once again, it's Caleb from Patient Koala. Take care.